trying to reconnect. Did it go live? All right, I think we are live. I'm just waiting for my second hand of people to get here. So, first of all, the reason it's got a weird angle is because we're going to be building a computer tonight on Geeks. It's going to be fun. If you've never seen a computer get built before, well, now you're going to learn how it's done. It's actually pretty straightforward. It's just tedious and time consuming. My wife just walked in the room, so I was just saying you should probably use my iPad to log in as you. Otherwise, I don't know if we could do both. If I could broadcast as me and be logged in as me on another device. But I got the iPad right here if you want to use it for bigger words or whatever.
I gotta remember my password.
Oh, well, then use your phone. If I thought it could do that. So please, by all means, if you have questions, type in your questions, and Leslie's going to shout out questions, and I'll answer them when we go through the computer build. For those of you that might have saw my post last night, I guess it was, I finally got fed up with waiting on computer parts to come in stock, and I went and somehow braved the severe weather.
We had storms last night. It was thunderstorming,
Yeah.
raining, like torrential rains and hail for a brief moment.
I had pretty decent sized hail up in Richardson where this store was, but I camped out right there in the parking lot with a tent, in an itty bitty tent too, not some big hunkered down tent, and you can't stake it in anything because there's concrete everywhere. So I
This is all him, y'all.
I took some of my primitive camping gear and just camped out there with a battery pack and an iPad, watched some movies, and passed out and didn't even bother to get startled by the storms because I fell asleep on the concrete. So I roughed it for a video card because
He'd been trying for weeks.
I've been trying for weeks and weeks, trip after trip after trip, trying to get a video card. And I didn't even get the card I wanted, but I got a card that is at my minimum acceptance threshold for what I want to do. So I got that, and then once the card I want becomes available, I'll just sell this one. The demand on them is so high, you can get actually more than retail, even off of a used one. Not saying that I'm going to scalp this or anything, but it is absolutely worth the value that was paid for it. So with that said, we're going to talk about computer builds. We're going to talk about ghost gadgets and electronics. So if you have questions about how something works, how something's built, and at some point I can even bring over some of the gadgets that I'm currently working on and show you how I prototype circuit boards before I send them off to get built. And so hopefully one of the things I'll get here soon in the future is a 3D printer and a PCB board printer. So I can actually carve out my own circuit boards and not have to send them off. I can prototype them even faster before I send them off for mass production. Because that's kind of the whole point is right now it costs me a fair amount of money to prototype each board. But if I had something that I could make them quickly, I don't have to hit minimum orders and all that stuff just for a prototype. So that'd be great. With that said, I guess we're going to start first things first. Let's just kind of look at all the parts we got, right? So if you're not familiar with computer builds, the base of every computer build starts with a motherboard, and the motherboard is basically the highway that all the language gets to talk to. So everything's going to plug into this. This is what sends and receives data from hard drive to hard drive or memory to your video card, and your video card out to your monitor. So this is where everything starts.
Hey, y'all, those of you that are listening, if you can send us a message or write in a comment or anything real quick just to let me know. I want to make sure that I'm getting those, that those are coming across.
Yep, because I can see people are watching, but I haven't seen any comments. So I just want to make sure the comments are working. Just say hello. And that way we know the comment section's strolling along just like it's supposed to. And that way we know everything's working. But welcome to the Ghost Geeks. I'm going to stop bending over here. I'm going to come sit down, and we're going to do something. There it is. I see a test. Bobby says, test. Hey, Bobby. We need to talk, man. I need to know if you're coming with us to Ballinger. I told you I got you covered on this one because we talked about it. Message me. So we got the motherboard. We got a big old honking power supply.
I've got a big delay. I haven't seen anything come across.
Leslie says she's got a delay, so she hasn't seen stuff come across.
No, his message hasn't come across.
Bobby, it is March 19th and 20th. Pick a date. It's on me. So it's Ballinger. We got to go, right? I got my cooler for my...
There it is.
for my, oh, there it is, my new ADM 9, the 5000 series processor. This thing is a beast. A beast. It is 12 core, which is twice the computer I've been working on. And I've got my starting hard drive, my little 2 terabyte M.2. So we got that. I got another one of those on the way, plus some archival stuff. So, yay! We can actually edit video faster. Oh, goodness. And then today I was able to pick up one of the new 3000 series. It's a 3070 Super. It's not the card I wanted. I was actually trying to get the 6900 XT, the ADM, because I was actually trying to build an entire ADM computer here, or AMD. Why do I keep saying ADM? It's like almost dance music, isn't it? It's the first version until I got to E, and then EDM stuck.
I think E is just for electronic.
Yeah, it's like ADM music was like, this is kind of cool, and then BDM was like, this is a little like weird. Then CDM, DDM, then EDM, and it's like, oh, that's the one. We'll stick with that one. That's not how they did that?
Not quite, but
Not
close.
quite how
It's
they
fine.
did that.
It's fine.
But please, guys, if you have questions, ask questions. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be about this computer build. I'm building a computer because we are the Ghost Geeks and we do geeky crap. But tonight's kind of talking about gadgets. Like, what's your favorite ghost hunting gadget? What's your favorite thing?
He says, Chad, you're not helping me stave off adding expensive hobbies to erode my wallet. Not cool, man.
I know, right?
You're welcome, Bobby.
That's why I'm trying to help people learn what goes into them. So maybe if you've got a little bit of skill, you can spend, $20 instead of $200 to build something.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it's not hard to build stuff. And like, yeah, you might.
Can you pull up a chair and sit down?
Yeah, I can do that, huh? I just feel like I'm so far away. Hi, everybody. I don't know if you can hear me now, but I'll just talk loud because I'm good at being loud and obnoxious. Ask my wife.
He's not wrong. Not so much the obnoxious. You could be loud.
So,
you can be
I know what I need.
Glasses?
Yeah, that's
You
probably
need
one of the
to-
reasons I can't read
Yeah.
nothing.
So, yeah, behind Chad, we just had all these winter storms. And I didn't have curtains up in these windows here behind us. This is our little kitchen nook, and we just have not mini blinds, but we just have the big, what are they called? The blinds?
The farm blinds. They're just the big wooden slat blinds.
Yeah, so blinds back there, but we hung these up just to help insulate the house, and so we could keep the house warm without killing ourselves with our electric bill. Which
we didn't want to keep the heater running at all, so we tried to do it.
Not necessarily keep it running at all. We just
Right.
wanted some help keeping the heat in. Anyway, so that's what all the sheets are up on those windows. I just haven't taken them down yet because, priorities.
All right, well, let's start with the motherboard. And so Leslie's going to be reading your questions. She's got a little bit of a delay, so if you type a question, I don't get to it right away. It's just because I can't read the little screen that's got the question going in real time, so she's just
Bobby says winter storms.
like 30 seconds behind us. So, yeah, winter storms. It was fun. No, I slept 5 hours that week. I don't know if you guys follow me personally either, but I'm on city council in Kennedale where I live. And I spent pretty much that entire week going door to door checking on our senior citizens and some of the senior living facilities that we have, organizing food trips from the community food bank, the Feud Bank. Yes, if you ever need a feud, I've got you.
The Fjord Bank.
The Fjord Bank. So we spent a lot of time doing that, just coordinating food and water and supplies and getting people warm places to stay. So I'm actually really tired. I should probably go to bed one day. Sleep when you're dead, right? All right, so I'm going to start with this. Leslie's going to rattle off your questions. Again, anything you guys want to talk about electronics-wise tonight, how something works. If you've seen it on a show on TV and you're like, well, I understand what they say it's doing, but how does that work? I can explain any of that to you, and we can talk about that. And then, like I said, if I get to a stopping point here, I can even go get some circuit boards that I'm working on and just kind of give you some close-ups of what goes into a prototyping circuit board and learning the code behind it. It's kind of fun. Tonight is a very geeky episode. Oh, and remember, we are having a contest. We have 2 spots available that we're going to give away to the Friday Night Ballinger Ghost Hunt on March 19th. One of those is going to be given away to somebody who has been watching, liking, and sharing these videos, because every time you do that, you're going to be entered into the contest. So every single video that we do for Friday Night Frights, you get to be in the contest again. It's another entry. And also, if we hit 500 likes on our page, we're going to add another person for the giveaway. So make sure you share it. Tell people, follow it. That way we can get our subscriber count up. Same thing, go to Ghost Geeks on YouTube. We've just started putting content over there. I've still got a lot of content to go. I'm actually about to finish another investigation. And I've still got one more investigation to get into the computer. So we're a little bit behind, and that's why we're doing this, because I need a computer that can render faster and go faster. So be sure to ask your questions. Let's get started. All right, a motherboard. You guys have no idea, like, this is emotional for me because these parts have been staring at me for a month.
Well, we've been waiting for this graphics card.
Well, we've been waiting for this graphics card, and I tell you, I'm not even kidding a little bit when I say I am frustrated, and I'm so glad I'm about to have a computer. Cool,
So,
they gave me some stickers. Stickers, guys. Speaking of stickers, I need to order some vinyl for our cases. Driver CD.
So what is this that you're opening now?
So this is the motherboard. This is an MSI motherboard. It is a B550 Tomahawk.
What is that?
So it's just the type of motherboard that it is. It's built for gaming. It's built, it's got some of the newer technologies involved into it. I had to go with this platform because, one, my processor fits this platform, plus it takes advantage of some of the new features of this brand new processor with a BIOS upgrade. You don't need to know what BIOS is. It's the computer language that basically controls the board in certain ways and controls the heat and the temperatures. It's basically the basic operating information of this computer, and we can tweak that to do certain things. And with those tweaks, we can actually make this process run faster. The processor that we're going to be putting this in here is, you can kind of see it at the bottom of the screen there. It's a AMD Ryzen 9 5900X. It's a 12-core processor. If you don't know what that means, basically there are 12 computer chips in this thing that are talking, and each one of them are capable of doing processes and multi-threading. Each process is a thread, and you can do multi-threading, first in, last out kind of thing. If you don't know computer coding, don't worry. I have some resources. If you've ever been interested in computer coding, you need to go to code.org. Play the games. They're actually coding games. You will absolutely fall in love with computer coding. So we're working on the B550 Tomahawk. And Bobby, I see you have a question there, but I can't read it. So when Leslie gets back in her second, she took the dog away because it won't stop sniffing our butts, and it's being a dog. Liberty, our little Labrador, she's cute as can be. Oh, they gave us little bitty screws. How cute. I'm glad I have my little bitty screwdrivers, because those are little bitty screws.
All right.
And so here's all of our documentation on how to install this. Oh, look, they have a cute little cooling fan for the processor. We have a big processing cooling fan.
Let me see the stickers and I'll show Bobby.
Is that what he asked about?
No, he just said we need to talk as well to make sure you get good looking stickers and vinyl as well.
Yeah.
So these, it looks almost like a guitar pick on.
It kind of does. It kind of looks like a hood emblem. It's not going to go on anything here.
It's kind of cool though.
I'm too fancy pants for that. Not really, but all right. Lots of stuff here. All right, so we just want to make sure we got all this. Got this. We won't need the drivers for now. It's going to come pre-installed with the drivers. We may or may not need the cables. We'll see what happens when we get to that spot. So the next thing we're going to do is...
We'll do a close-up.
All right, close up on the box.
So this is the... What is this? The processor?
The motherboard.
The motherboard. This is the motherboard that he is using.
It's the infrastructure of the computer is basically what it is.
That's...
If the data are cars, then the motherboard is your highway system.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. I am not statically charged, which is a good thing.
You sure?
Yeah.
You want to try to zap you?
No, not while I have this in my hands, please.
I've got a taser. I could try.
All right. Look at there. They already gave us a battery. We don't have to pull that out. We don't have to unplug anything.
Completely ignoring me.
I'm not ignoring you.
My offer to tase you?
Yeah. Not excited. I've been tased before. It's not what it lives up to be. All right. So we're about to break the seal.
So what is
this? This is the actual computer chip, and that's it right here. Here, get a close up of that. It's tiny. It's about the size of, I don't know, 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. It's not very big, but that's the brains.
If you've got one of those tiles, like the little GPS locator tile things, that's about what It is. It's about that size. There you go.
So we're going to put a Ryzen 5000 series in here. This is the 5900X.
Bobby says only if it's on the live feed. If I can tase you. I'm assuming that's what he means.
If we get to 500 likes on our YouTube channel, this is going to be live. If we get 500 likes on our YouTube channel, I'll let my wife zap me with the taser.
I'm not going to tase you.
Why not?
I don't care if we get 500 likes. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
No.
I think that's fair, right? 500. But you have till March 21st on my birthday to do it.
To get to 500 likes?
500 likes by my birthday.
Tell you what, I will tase you if we get 500 likes tonight. But if we give him any more time, no.
No, I think by my birthday, it'd be a great birthday present. You get to zap me I'll mouth off and you can zap me just random, like, oh, and then people can watch me twitch on the floor. It's hilarious. I would do it. You would do it. Come on. 500 likes and I'll let her zap me with a taser. Why not? I've been tased before. It's okay. I know what I'm getting into.
When were you tased before?
In high school. I was part of the Law Enforcement Explorers program.
Oh, yeah.
And so I had to get pepper sprayed and tased. And it was not, I'll take tasing over pepper spray any day of the week. Any day of the week. Because tasing me actually doesn't do much. So
okay.
I just flex real hard for a split second and it's done. So if you don't tase me right, you're going to have hell on your hands. All right, here comes the processor. All that box for that right there.
So much packaging.
Yeah, so much wasted cardboard. Come on, guys. Really? Can't you just hang them up? We don't need all this junk. Okay, so there's the processor. This is an overclockable processor. Everything about this computer is overclockable, and a lot of it actually comes overclocked already. Yeah, the processor is already unlocked, ready for overclocking. The motherboard, the BIOS upgrade will automatically overclock it. I need to find my thermal paste. I think it's in that black box. We'll need that when we get the cooler installed.
Yeah, so cooler was not included with this processor.
Right.
So, but he bought a separate cooler.
Yep, I bought a separate cooler because I am not water cooling this. And there's reasons for that, but I am not water cooling this. So we're going to open up that chip slot. We're going to just inspect everything real quick. All right, all the pins are straight. All the pins are in a row. We don't have any missing pins. There is no dirt on the inside chip. Then it should line up to a notch. We just got to make sure we got the notch in the right spot. Yep, there's the two notches, so it goes. Okay, AMD, explain this to me. You know the motherboard is notched up and down. Why did you put your chip left and right? I mean, granted, I won't be able to see it, but if I didn't put a cooler on it, your logo would be sideways. Didn't you guys ever learn anything in marketing? Logo faces out? Silly.
Hashtag AMD.
Hashtag logo facing out. Or what was that song? That country song?
Pandering?
Yeah. With the logo facing out.
Mm.
There it goes. It's not acting like it wants to drop down in the socket. There it goes. And it is locked. Secured and locked. So, now the processor is in the motherboard. You can see that right there. That's where it goes, right in the middle. Again, if you guys have questions, please ask. It doesn't have to be containing to computers. We can talk about any of your ghost devices, like if you want to know how EMF detectors work, Rem Pods work. In fact, I'm about to build another Rem Pod to put inside a teddy bear. We already have one, but I've got one of my teddy bear Rem Pods that we're going to build, so we can have two of them for Ballinger. It's going to be fun. We're going to have so much fun in Ballinger, people.
So, do you want me to like move the camera closer, so a close up on what you're doing?
Nah, not for now, I guess. Is that another sticker? It's another sticker.
Another sticker?
Another sticker. Say that with the stickers. We might have to figure somewhere to put those.
Okay, hold on. Here's the sticker.
There you go. And it's all shiny.
There you go. Kind of.
Back it up just a smidge. There you go. Now it'll focus. Lovely hand model Leslie.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so the next thing we want to do is check out where they're going to hide the M.2, and I think it's actually under here and under here. So I bought these little bitty hard drives. So we're going to do that because I think once I get the cooler on, we're going to be in too much. Oh, come on. Don't make me go get the bigger screwdriver. Oh my gosh, they really got these suckers on there, don't they? So we're just taking parts off now so we can get to things.
Yeah, let me see if I can move this a little closer to you.
Okay.
Bear with me, guys.
All right, it's going to get shaky and wobbly for a second. Trying to see what I'm doing, looking at my hands instead of my face. All right, yeah, we're going to definitely have to scoot it downward. See, I think it's too close because I can't get it to look down here. Yeah, scoot it back a little bit.
Look down, look down.
There you go. Now we're looking at the screen.
Okay.
All right, so you can't see my face, but you can see my hands. My hands definitely look better than my head, so we'll just look at that anyway. All right. See what's under the hood here.
So what are you taking off?
This is actually a cooling plate. So, yep, there's one of the things that I need. So this is actually a cooling plate. So once we get a hard drive in here, we'll actually peel this plastic off, and that'll actually help cool the memory chips on that hard drive. So if you'll hand me that little bitty box right there.
Okay, so what is this called?
This is an M.2 hard drive. It's an SSD drive. This is a 2 terabyte. I've heard nothing but good reviews from the XPG. This is the SX8200 Pro. It's pretty dang fast. I believe it is 6 gigabits per second. No, 3.5 gigabits per second is its performance rating. So it's super fast.
Bobby says, I've got an Xbox Connect I can get you for an SLS cam.
If you get yourself a tablet that runs Windows Pro, I'll build you one, Bobby. Because I actually have another Connect that I don't have a tablet for, and I need to go get another tablet. But that's all I need to do right now is buy more computers, right? But the good thing is you can pick up tablets pretty cheap to build an SLS camera. And the software is free because it's an API from Microsoft. So unless you're going to build your own interface for the software that is going on with the SLS camera, then you don't have to do any major investments. It's literally the tablet and Xbox Connect. So it's pretty inexpensive. I mean, if you can find them for cheap, you can build an SLS camera for about $300, $200. And that gives you, oh, look, they gave us a special little cover plate for it.
It's like a sticker.
Don't know if I need that, but is there nothing else in there? All gone. Okay, so I don't need the box anymore because we have the hard drive. And yes, can you believe it, people? That is 2 terabytes of hard drive space.
Hold on, put that close to the camera. Let them see this.
2 terabytes of hard drive space right there.
How flat is that? That is so crazy.
They make them bigger, but I didn't want to pay that kind of money. Plus, this is going to run all my programs. So the way you really kind of should set up your computer is to have one hard drive, especially solid state, run all your software because it's faster for the reading and the transfer of the data for the computer to operate faster. In my scenario, I'm actually going to have 2 of these in this computer. One for all my software, one for the current editing project. That way, whenever the computer's trying to render and do things, it kind of does that. I'm so distracted with my head cut off. Does anybody else think it's weird that my head's cut off?
Okay, sorry.
I don't know. You can see my hands, but would you rather see me talk to you or what? The camera's going to have to be tilted back up.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Earthquake!
The bridge is falling down.
Yeah, that'll work. Point it down just a smidge more.
I'm trying. Give me a second, guys. Sorry.
Did y'all feel that?
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that? Whoa. Okay, that works. That's fine. So I'm going to be using one of these for all my programs. I'll be using another one for... do I need to take this sticker off? Warranty void if removed. That means no. Just making sure that I didn't need to take the sticker off. So this is pretty simple. There's basically just 2 plates in here. Doesn't even look like there's a... It's just friction mounted, so we're just going to give that a little push in. It's technically installed. That was pretty much all you had to do. We're going to take this off. And voila. Let's see, does it have... It does have a post screw there. We should probably find... I don't know if these screws go to that or not. They should. Stick these over here so I can see them. They're so tiny. Alright, where's my other little screwdriver? Find the right head. That's it. Gosh darn it. They're so tiny. They're so tiny. These little screws are so tiny. Oh. I think Kiki just jumped in. Yes. So just stopping by to say hi. Hey Kiki, we finally got the dang computer. So we're building stuff. And again, feel free to ask questions about software, products, or whatever. Make sure, please share this video. All right, we got that installed. So this is actually a big heat sink is what this is. This is going to pad up against the memory chips on this hard drive. It's going to help dissipate heat and make it go a lot faster, because the cooler you can keep it, the faster a computer will run. So that's in. That's down.
So,
go ahead, ask a question.
Like, what exactly is a Rem Pod? What does it do? How does that work?
All right, so, and you know, a lot of people look at ghost tools as like these magical, mythical things, and I think a lot of misunderstanding about them is why people think either they're fake or they seem like magic, and they're not. In fact, so your question was, what is a Rem Pod? A Rem Pod is basically an antenna that is measuring a voltage. And so the Rem Pod itself is actually putting out an electrical magnetic field which surrounds the antenna. And that field, when you impede it or something else pulls energy from it, then it changes the voltage that's being read by the computer chip. Did I just go way over your head, or did something weird happen?
No, then my screen is constantly repeating you doing this and you keep just... Anyway.
All right.
Reagan's on. She says, hey, Chad.
Hey, Reagan. So that antenna is receiving that voltage.
Seriously, you just did that like 4 times.
Awesome. So that antenna is repeating that voltage, and when we interfere with it by putting our hand, we actually absorb some of that voltage as interference, and that voltage is changed on the chip. And when the chip inside the computer reaches change in voltage, it basically just says, if the voltage change does this, then light up this light and play this sound. And the more that voltage changed, change louder, add more lights. That's really all it is. It's a very, very simple, mechanical program. It's essentially the same thing as an EMF detector, except it's over space and time rather than a physical spot. So you think when the electromagnetic field is disturbed, it reads that disturbance, that change in voltage is what happens. So 0, it should be reading 0, but anytime something happens, it actually causes a change in electrical voltage, and that is read and displayed either via lights or sound. So it's actually very, very simple technology, but it's very effective for being able to visualize, in a sense, something we can't see that's there naturally and unnaturally. There are unnatural EMF curves, like bad electricals in your home can cause EMF bleed. And that's one of the reasons we use EMF detectors. Is that was actually an electrician's tool before it was a ghost hunting tool. I keep looking over here because Leslie's over here, so I have a conversation with her. But
okay.
So the EMF detector was actually an electrician's tool before it became a ghost hunting tool, because it is very effective at finding bad electricity. And that's what happens when you don't have proper ground in your home, is that electricity can leak out in the form of electromagnetic fields. And some of the things that EMF can cause is it can cause dizziness, hallucination, sense of dread, sense of impending doom. It can cause the sense that you're being watched. It can cause paranoia. So it's actually, the EMF detector is one of the most important tools we can carry, because we can determine whether or not the source of the problem is a natural occurring source or something that's man-made. Like, well, you realize the squirrels chewed through this wire and you have a bad ground that's hitting your copper pipes and your whole home is being electrified. It's probably why your electric bill's 100% more than it should be. Because that's the thing. If you see your electric bill go up and it stays up and it keeps going up, you might have a bad ground. Because with that going, it's just going to keep bleeding energy through your system. So you want to make sure that you can terminate ground and on that kind of stuff. So
Okay, back to computer building.
Back to computer building. And here's more trash.
So where are we at so far?
All right, we just installed the hard drive.
Okay.
So with that, what do we have left? We have the cooler and the memory. Where's the memory?
Oh, but here.
Oh, I didn't grab the memory. Hold on.
He forgot the memory.
It's because there's a GoPro set.
Sorry.
Shut up.
I had you underhanded that one.
I know. If you're going to throw a joke and underhand it, expect somebody to knock the hell out
I
of it.
couldn't not say something.
Don't forget, everybody, like and subscribe.
Share the video.
And share this video. Because remember, if you're watching this video now, we're going to have record of it. If you make comments, we're going to have record of that. And everybody that does those kind of things, you're entered to win a free trip to come on a ghost investigation with us on March 19th. If we hit 500 likes, then guess what? You're going to be coming with us on that night as well. If you happen to be the person, if for some reason you win both, then guess what? You can come the whole weekend. Because we have the place the whole dang weekend. All right, I am going to need thermal paste out of this because we're going to go ahead and install. Well, we're going to.
These two little screws. I don't want to knock those off.
We're going to dry fit this just to see. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the cooler for the processor. And they even give you your own screwdriver for this thing.
That's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool because it's actually a pretty decent screwdriver.
Okay, so then I'm going to show them the box.
All right, show them the box.
Okay, this looks like the Dark Rock Pro 4.
It is a
250 watt.
It'll handle up 250 watts of card power, which we are within, or with processing power, which we are in. That's got to come out anyway.
So this is the cooler that he's putting on the computer.
Yep. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to dry fit it to see if the memory chips will fit in the memory slots. So if I can, I'll just go ahead and put the memory in now and then put this in over the top. But sometimes they get in the way. So we just have to kind of be careful of that. And then plus I need to still be able to read which one's 1 and which one's 2. So it looks like 1 and 2. So this one's actually a little backwards. So it should be, oh, nope, they want you to do 2s first. So farthest away, middleest away. Okay. All right, so now we're just going to look at this and see, do we clear everything? We will clear everything. All right, so now the other question is this a push or a pull? That's a push, that's a pull. And where's the junction for our fan? CPU fan's up at the top. So we are probably going to install this way. Just like that. So yeah, we have room over the top, and we're going to need to install the memory before, because if we don't, then there's going to be a CPU fan right over the top, and I don't think I can slide it in. So we're going to need to install the memory first. Dry fit, guys, dry fit. You know, it's things like that. Hey, Tresnicki, yeah, just logged on. Is this the Kit Build Time Machine? Yes, we are building a time machine. Hey, Mark, I don't know if you saw this. You're a fellow aviator. My check ride's March 26th, man. Hopefully I pass.
He's going to pass, no question. I'm
yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
He's pretty thrilled.
I'm super excited. So we'll have to go flying soon, Mark. Totally have to go flying soon.
His birthday.
The weekend after my birthday, we're going to go flying. Don't need that yet. We need this. So we are going to be installing in this machine.
The weekend after your birthday is the check ride.
Yeah, the weekend after my birthday is the check ride.
Right. You said weekend after your birthday we'll go flying, man. I was like, no.
Well, yeah, technically. I can go flying that weekend.
Cool. He says, good luck on the check ride. You got this.
Heck yeah. And then we got to start hunting for an airplane. I got to buy an airplane. I gave up a car. For those of you who don't know, I do not own a car myself. My son owns a car. My wife owns a car. I surrendered my car because I want an airplane. They're like, well, you need a car? And I go, that's what they invented Uber for. I just need somebody to take me to the airport. That's all I need. Somebody to take me to the airport.
Luckily, he works from home, and
yeah, I've worked from home for 2 years. I haven't put squat on miles on the car, so I was like, this is stupid. Why do I have a car?
You put more miles.
I put more miles on your car.
Yeah, just going back and forth to the airport for your.
I did. I put more miles on the car for airports than I did for anything, and it was crazy. So we're putting in some rip jaws.
What are rip jaws? What's the box?
This is memory, and it is ridiculously fast memory. Hold on.
Do you have the box I can show her?
This is the box.
Okay. Oh, we got another sticker.
Another sticker. Gotta love those stickers.
Here's another sticker.
All right.
I don't know if you can see that.
This isn't really like fancy packaging on these, which is fine. But here's the memory module. We're putting in 32 gig. I got 2 of them. So we're going to be going fast. It is 3,200 megahertz. Or is this 3,600?
3,600.
3,600 megahertz memory. This is fast memory. So fast.
It says DDR4 3,600, 16 gigabytes times 2.
Yep. So putting in 32 total. It's going to be awesome.
And here's the packaging if anybody's interested in what he's using to build this. If you're looking to build your own machine.
Helps if I put it in the right way. Okay, so if you're wondering what the right way is, there's actually a little tab inside of it that it all lines up to.
I don't know if you can see that. There we go.
So it's fairly easy. Memory's pretty strengthy stuff. You just get it in and boom, it clicks itself into place, locks it all up. So we get the second one in there. It's a little dark over here. I can't see the lines. There we go. There you go. And that's in. I got 2 more slots, so if I put in 2 more of these, which it was actually cheap enough, I may do that. Go ahead and get this bad boy up to 64 gig. But this board can hold 128 gig worth of memory, which is ridiculous. Like,
ridiculous?
It is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. To have that
How
fast.
ridiculous is it? Sorry.
Adult joke here. All right, so now we get to have fun with thermal paste. And I don't really care for all this part because it makes me nervous. But there's no reason to make you nervous. It's just I'm a perfectionist. And when I put it on there, it needs to look pretty, which is silly because as soon as you put the other thing on there, you squash it. And so it looked pretty for a second. So I have to overcome my own OCD tendencies here. But it isn't an injector. Maybe I'll have Mrs. Nurse
With a broken hand.
inject it.
It's shaky.
Okay, you're right. I'll do it.
If you
right,
wanted
so-
to look pretty, I would totally, but...
Here's my little scraper.
You have a spatula?
Hey, you know, I've heard a lot of people
Let me
say
see
they
that.
don't.
The injector thing. I want to...
Oh, a lot of people don't use the scraper to smear it across. They do the crisscross dot pattern. So basically,
it's a thermal compound. Looks like something we use to raise polyps and stuff in the GI world. I'm an endoscopy nurse, so...
Yep. So it's just something that helps transfer the heat from the chip to the bottom plate of this. And here we go.
So what did you just do there?
I just took off the plastic that cards it. Actually, would you get me alcohol?
Whiskey?
No,
Right,
ethanol,
Oh, okay.
propanol, and something to clean with. I just want to hit this one time to make sure I got a nice clean surface. Since I've touched it, that'll actually work perfect. The prep pad.
Well, alcohol prep pad. One of the benefits of having a nurse in your life is 1 or 2 of these make it home in my pocket every now and again.
Can't help it.
Nope. Even if I check my pockets, they just kind of hide in there. And the little first aid kit kind of behind me, hanging out in the kitchen. I was going through it and throwing stuff away and checking expiration dates. So,
All right,
which is something you need to do like once a year.
Once every 3 months, people. Once every 3 months.
Or just write expiration dates.
Or stack your crap in an order that you're using, first in, first out. or first in, last out. So, last in, first out, whatever. I can't get computer code out of my head, so okay. Whatever. All right, so here we go. We're just going to create a crisscross pattern on the chip itself.
Oh, can we zoom in on this part? Here, let's zoom in on this part. Why not?
My welder in me is...
Sorry, shaky hand. Here we go.
Let's make a nice X and a dot. And a dot, and a dot, and a dot. And that should be enough to... We'll just add a little bit more in these little open spots. Not like it really needs it. Doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be super pretty.
And what does this stuff do?
It's just a thermal transfer. It helps heat more efficiently dissipate from one surface to the next, so that when you actually have to get that heat into these cores... oh shit, you know what I didn't do?
What? You mean oh poop?
Yeah, oh poop. I didn't install the bracket.
That's not good.
That's alright.
Do you have any time before that compound stuff starts not...
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
If not, it comes off like... I went to go do that and it's like, wait a minute, there's nothing to screw it into. See, people?
This is why he's doing this. You can avoid his mistakes.
There we go. Which bracket do I need? Not the Intels. 80 AMDs. ADM. I keep doing that. ADM.
AMD.
Why do I keep doing that? Alright, so we got the parts here real quick. Alright, so which ones do I need to do? Intel. Nope. French, English. Let's see if I could do it in a different language.
Let's not change it.
Oh, that's Espanol. There we go. English. My Spanish isn't good enough to pull this off, so we're not going to do that. Intel.
Ooh, we can use our new ambassadors.
Oh, those are cool.
So I bought these. I'm just geeking out on something else real quick. Here, you start talking.
I got to concentrate for a second, but yes. So we invested over a year ago now. It's all probably been pretty close to 18 months. She did. Give her all the credit. I don't care. She's smarter than me anyway.
Not hard. But, so I found something on GoFundMe, because we were about to go to Italy. This is over a year ago.
Thanks, COVID.
Yeah. And so I was trying to learn Italian on Duolingo, and it wasn't going very well. So I did a little search for interpreters, and I found this GoFundMe project, and bought their little starter kit. Unfortunately, due to COVID, our Italy trip was canceled, and the production of these little beauties was delayed, but these little earbuds, you put them on and connect them to your app on the phone, and you can speak, and then it translates to the app and then plays in the other person's ear so they can, in whatever language they select. So this is literally a digital interpreter that's portable, you can take with you. This is what one of them looks like. Each one that I purchased comes with two. So it just fits over your ear like a regular. Well, it's a little bit bigger. I mean, it covers most of your ear, but it's really cool. My son speaks German. He studied it for several years in school and has friends online in Germany, and so he's kept up with it. So we practiced with these as soon as I got them. We opened them up and started playing with them, and they are awesome. German to English translation is really weird, but these things work great. So I bought two sets, a red set and a black set. So next time we go traveling, we can talk to people. But these are really cool. Let's see. Waverly Labs makes them, and they're called the ambassador interpreters. And there's 3 different modes. You can do the converse, so you can talk to another person. You can just listen to somebody else speak. You can put it in listen mode, or you can put it in lecture mode. So you can use these for tutoring, kids in foreign countries, online, or if you need to listen to podcasts or anything else in a different language, you can just listen. I just think that's
pretty cool.
Super cool.
And it does any language, so they're not language specific. You use the app to tell it what language you're about to start interpreting.
It's 20 plus languages that they have, and several different dialects.
I love dropping screws.
Ruh-roh.
It's alright, I keep knocking this little post over.
Just don't forget about these 2 little bitty ones over here.
I don't need those. Those are for other little slots on the board, so we're good.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, here it is. It says translates 20 languages and 48 dialects. I don't know if you can see that. That's pretty cool. And then yeah, here's the Waverly Labs, the ambassador. A world without language barriers. Pretty cool.
Drop the washer.
Ruh-roh.
So, yeah. If you guys out there have questions, please post them in the comments.
So it's a dirty washer?
It's a dirty washer. Please post them in the comments. That way, we have other things to talk about too, and I'm not just sitting here rambling. I'd love to answer any questions you have. Anything you want to talk about, go for it while we build this computer. So I've just about got these mounting brackets done.
So what's the purpose of this computer? Why did you...
The purpose of this computer is
keep going
because we have a number of projects that are behind right now because the computer, frankly, just takes too long to render and process the video. Not to mention, I have been.
Do you light?
No, I just need to get it on here. Pardon me for a second, guys. All right. Should have probably did this part first. Okay. Where is the big bracket? Sorry, I kind of stopped mid-sentence there. What was I saying? Catch me back up. Yeah, so it's to speed up our video editing process. We need more storage anyway, so I've also ordered some archival 20 terabyte hard drives so that we can start not having to offload so much stuff all the time, and the things can stay on the project.
Yeah, because you got to keep in mind, he's got, how many, 6 static cams?
Yeah, we got the DVR system.
That's just the stationary cameras that he has in the room, each room, or however many, but he's got 6 of those. So there's 6 feeds from 6 cameras that he has to import into the computer. Then he's got any handheld cameras, and there's usually 3 or 4 handheld cameras going on, plus any cell phone video footage that somebody else takes and sends to him, plus all the audio from the EVP, all the EVPs, that's all the audio from those recorders. And there's 5 or 6 of those going, depending on the size of the hunt or the investigation.
I think I missed that one.
So a lot of information, a lot of data to put into a computer, and then to watch and cut and mark and then splice together into a video.
I'm blocking my own light.
Here, let me give him some light. I can help.
I think I'm getting to it. Oh, crap. Where did it go? I lost the screw.
I see it.
I found it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, there it is. Sweet.
Lucky for magnetic.
Sweet. I need to loosen this side up.
So you tightened it too tight on one side?
Yep, tighten it too tight on one side. Okay, now I have to do this back this way, otherwise I can't get my workable hand in here.
Workable hand, haha. Jealous.
Can you go over here?
Yeah, I broke my hand a few months ago, or a couple months ago. So I've been on disability, waiting for it to heal. I thought I was going to be able to go back to work last week. I had my doctor's appointment, but then all the snow and ice hit, and that just debilitates all of Texas. So that appointment got canceled, and I went to the doctor yesterday, and my hand is healing great, but one side of the bone has closed. You know, the capsule around it is closed completely, but on the other side it still hasn't closed. And my grip strength is not what it needs to be in my dominant hand. So I said 2 more weeks.
Almost done.
Yeah.
You can't over tighten this on one side, otherwise you apply really bad pressures to your chip, and you can actually wind up doing damage to your chip.
It's just like tightening the lug nuts on a car.
Yep, that one's tight.
I'll go back and forth.
That one just hit hand tight, and you don't want to go any tighter than hand tight. If you do that, you're liable to shear something or strip something. So there we go. That is done. Now we're just going to inspect it real quick. Since we did have to move it around a little bit, I just want to make sure I didn't get any goop down in the socket. Oh no, we got good adhesion.
No over goopage.
No over goopage. We're good.
An appropriate amount of goopage.
Got an appropriate amount of goopage on the parts.
Okay.
Perfect. That is perfect.
The parts have been gooped appropriately.
All right, so this fan has already been mounted. We have an additional fan that actually has to go in here. And did they put any arrows on this to indicate? No, so we're going to install it exactly the same way. Because if you try to do them backwards, then they'll blow at each other and no air goes nowhere. All right, so this should slide up in here. And then there's my mounting brackets. Let's see, how does this mount to the second hole here real quick? And it goes backwards. It's dark back here. So just, sorry, I'm concentrating on little bitty parts. Little bitty holes, and yeah, that didn't help. There we go. That side's mounted. I'm just going to flip it over real quick and mount the other side. Hope you guys are having fun watching this. If you've ever been curious about building a computer, this is the process by which it's done. There's no super, enigma kind of thing going on here. It's just put the parts together and pray it works. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. If I can find the hole. Story of my life. There's got to be humor or nobody will watch. Oh, goodness. Crazy time. There we go. This side of the fan needs to be lifted up. I need flashlight. I can't see the hole. Well, I just needed your light source for 2 seconds. Oh my God, come on, really? Please hold while we wait for a flashlight. In fact, I'll just grab her phone. There it is. Ta-da. Why is that one seeming like it's too long?
Okay.
Because it is. Haha, there's two different kinds.
Here.
I got it. I didn't need it. I just needed it for a second. All right, we are locked and loaded. Fans are installed. So now we just need to CPU fan them over here.
I hear you, Libby. Hold just a second.
That dog is so impatient. Oh, goodness. Seriously, don't need it.
Okay, just in case you need it in the future, if you have a light, just don't look directly into it, according to Elijah.
According to Elijah. Oh, yeah, it's one of those. It's bright in here over there now.
Okay, then.
All right.
I know.
I wish that had a better cable management there. We'll see how it is when we get it to the case. All right, so that's taken care of. This can go back over here. These can go back here to cover these holes. Will you get my drink over there? Thank you. All right, just covering up our holes again. So if you guys have questions out there, please, by all means, post them in the comments. We'd love to hear them. Thanks for joining the Ghost Geeks tonight. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We're doing a giveaway to our Ballinger Ghost Hunt on March 19th. Somebody who is watching one of these videos, who is liking, subscribing, every time you do that, it's another entry into the contest. We're going to pull a name March 12th, the Friday before the contest, or before the ghost hunt, to know who's going to come with us that night. If we reach 500 likes and followers on our Ghost Geeks Facebook page, we're going to add another person. And just as I said before, if we can get 500 subscribers to our YouTube channel by my birthday, March 21st, I'll let my wife tase me on my birthday. On camera for you guys. No. I've been tased before. It's not so bad. It just looks funny. It doesn't really hurt. You're so going to tase me. And what's sad is you're going to probably enjoy it. You son of a...
You keep talking to me like that, maybe I will.
All right, you heard that. If I keep talking to her like that, she's going to tase me. So get to those 500 subscribers so you can watch me take a tase. You know you want to, because people are morbid like that. It's not true. What is this? Oh, how cute. They gave us a compiler so you can put 2 to 1 if you didn't have 2 CPU fans. Cool. CPU fan 1. I just want to see that actually says CPU fan 2. Yep. System fan 3, system fans 4, 5, 6, 7. Our case has a number of fans in it, so we will be blowing a lot of air.
Hold for me 1 second, everybody.
Okay.
Sorry, it's been looking super hazy.
It's probably because it's me. I'm super hazy.
You're not super hazy.
It's probably the lighting.
No, there was a bunch of schmutz on the...
Schmutz
on the camera.
Well, it's better than having a bunch of putts on your...
Maybe. Maybe I'm wrong.
Alright, just doing a little packing up here. Putting parts away so we don't get disorganized. A disorganized workbench is a dangerous workbench. So we're just cleaning up after ourselves here. After that couple of step process there. There's those. This can go in the trash. Why is my trash can so far away? All right. This can go in here. That's probably not good for anything else.
Okay. So where are we at so far? What have we done?
Okay.
We need to finish.
So far we've installed the CPU itself, the processor. We've installed the hard drive under this heatsink plate. So we have a 2 terabyte M.2 hard drive here. We have another one coming that'll go into this slot. We installed the memory, our RAM, which we have 32 gigs there. We've installed the cooler and reinstalled the fan for the internal. This is actually a double fan, so it blows air in and then pulls that air and blows that air through the other side of this radiator. And this is just a massive radiator for the CPU. Yes, it gets that hot. Playing with power here, people. It's crazy. We will install the...
That sounded like...
In front of my house, yeah. Oh, we have a doorbell. They'll ring it. So we will install... The next thing we're going to do, actually, is we'll get the case and we'll install the motherboard into the case. Then we'll install power into the case. And then lastly, we will install the video card and all the cabling. And that's the last part that goes through. So getting there. We're getting there. We are so almost there. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm just glad to have a computer. Anybody else out there building computers? Is it just me? Am I the only nerd that's nerdy enough to want to do it by myself? Can't be, because there's nobody, you can't get parts, so other people have to be doing this.
That was true. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, he bought most of these components over a month ago, but we could not get a graphics card or a video card.
The graphics card has just been... I mean, and if you're in the computer world, you know, finding a graphics card over the last couple of years has been tough.
Thanks
they're
Bitcoin.
They're just not. They're not. Yeah, thanks Bitcoin. Everybody's buying all these graphics processors to mine the Bitcoin, which, you know, it sucks that that's the way that it has to be done. Of course, part of me thinks, well, it's a marketing ploy. They spend $21 million in Bitcoins, but you know what? You have to buy our products to do it. I don't know. Maybe some. I don't know. You know, like when the steeple comes together, and you look at all the people, and you open it up, and there's the people, and there's only 2 people, and then you're the one getting.
It's got to be his bull.
It's got to be his bull. Yeah, it's got to be your bull. Go look at a butcher's ass by putting a bull up it. It's got to be your bull. I kind of like that version. That was a funny version, because if you put a bull up a butcher's ass, you're going to probably see everything you ever wanted to know. All right, so we're going to move this aside.
Okay, that was a Tommy Boy reference for those of you who have no idea what he's talking about.
If you don't know Tommy Boy, I'm not sure we can be friends. I'm just going to put that out there.
So what are we doing now?
I'm getting the case and bringing the case over here.
Okay, case time.
Just in case.
And those of you that are just tuning in and wondering what in the world is going on in the background. This is actually kind of our little breakfast nook area, and I've got 3 windows there, but we had all of this... The freezing, inches of snow, below 0 temperatures for several days.
For over a week, which doesn't happen in Texas.
Yeah,
not
so
North Texas.
You know, our houses aren't necessarily built for that kind of freezing cold weather for very long. So I hung a bunch of sheets and everything over all the windows to help insulate.
And it worked to block out light from the outside too. So.
And it really worked, but yeah, sorry, these are just sheets and. Stuff hanging over the windows. I just have been lazy and haven't taken them down yet. So, sorry, that's what you're seeing right now instead of my blinds. I used command strips and those removable hooks and some clothespins and got those bad boys up there and hopefully saved us $100 on our electric bill, which I know was going to be like, $600.
Broken plastic.
Oh no.
Where did that come from?
Uh-oh. No idea.
All right, got to do an inspection. Found a piece of broken plastic inside of the case. It doesn't look like it's anything important.
Until it is.
Well, and I'm not seeing anything broken, so it could have just been something holding something together as a temporary place. Oh, nope, I see it's going to have to come off a bracket. Or maybe it was one that broke off and they replaced it when they put it in here but couldn't find it because it broke off. I've done that. You know, you drop the screw, you have backup screws, you say screw it. Pun intended. All right, so we're just inspecting the case right now, making sure the chassis is clean and clear. This case came pre-done with quite a bit of cable management inside of it.
Show everybody.
All right, here we go. It's gonna get bright because,
Sorry.
yeah. So you can see we have fans. So I got 2 up top, 3, 4 in the front, 2 in the back. This thing's gonna really blow out some heat, which is exactly what you want. So we got that in there. I'm about to take off this back plate all the way in the back so I can see all my cable management there as well, and get everything hooked up. So that's what we're gonna do now. Hey, Kiki's back. Welcome back, Kiki. We're looking at the inside of the case, doing a case inspection before we mount the motherboard. So if you don't know, Kiki is Leslie's sister. She's also my partner in the Ghost Geeks. Couldn't ask for a better business partner. We love it. Sister says hi. All right, so it looks like everything's good in here. I don't see a broken part. You'll take that.
Okay.
I'll just look over one more time. I don't see anything.
Sorry, y'all. That was really bright.
All right, so we're gonna take off the screws for the back plate.
Try to get the computer back, or the camera back on the stand. My bad.
I'm gonna stand up just in case this wants to fall off. I got a hand on it. Okay. So now we've got the back plate. Hey, there's the RGB motherboard controller. Sweet. So there's a lot of stuff back here.
Turn it and show them.
This is fun. So we'll just turn the back to it and I'll just look through the hole here for a second. So as you can see, not me, but you can see the back. You got all those cables running there, and this right here is an RGB control board because all these fans in here can be color lit and color coded and run off all that good stuff. So you got all that. And hey, I'm looking through a computer. I know, right, Kiki? So this is actually a heat sink hole to help heat disperse to the back of the computer and out, as well as the 2 fans over here, the 2 fans up here, and the 4 fans across the front of this thing. So she is going to blow cold, hopefully. That's the idea. And you know, and part of me is looking at it going, I hope that air cooler isn't so big that I can't get the front of this case back on.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll just run it open cased.
Get a filter for the air conditioning unit and just kind of...
Yeah, just cut out a filter for it so it sucks cool air.
Yeah.
This hasn't been attached to anything yet because they figure you're probably going to move it. I've got 1, 2, 3 SSD slots, plus I've got 2 or 4 mechanical drive slots in this thing. But we have a server at the house, so I'm going to let the server do all the hard work of storage. So this one will just handle what's ever on it, and the server will have all the...
So this will handle the video project you're working on at the time.
Yep, and then when you're done with that, you offload the video back to the server, pull in the new project, so you edit directly on the machine for speed.
Yes.
And then you put the video back. Well, you make a copy of the video. The video never leaves the archive. So,
Okay.
then your project file will always work with your video. So if you don't know that, the project file in your editing, where will
Kiki
we'll
says, I can't
work
believe
on it. I know, right, Kiki?
I can't believe you're actually finally building it.
I'm so excited.
I'm geeking out. Oh.
Oh, I see what you did there. You. You guys.
Oh, good Lord.
I told you we're geeks, right?
Yeah, for real.
I mean, if we're going to be geeks, we might as well own it. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I don't know. This isn't really a door, so it's not really a good joke.
Oh.
I'm such a dad. Okay, so everything looks good here. We have our mounting posts. Did they give me mounting screws?
She said own it.
Own it. Been there, done there, got the t-shirt. So these are some hard drive hookups. I'm not seeing mounting screws. How does the motherboard not give you mounting screws? Where's the motherboard box? There's no screws in this. There was no screws in the other part.
There's screws in here and little bitty screws here. Are those...
I wonder if... See, I think these are too big for mounting screws, though. There should have been a little package of screws.
I'm looking in the motherboard box.
If I know what size they are, I've got a whole box of screws, so it's not like I can't find screws. These look like they're too big for these. I just have to know what... Huh. They really didn't give us mounting screws, huh?
That doesn't make any sense. But they're not in here.
No motherboard mounting screws.
Motherboard?
Alright. Alright, that's... Come on, MSI, what's up with that? 4 little screws? You couldn't afford them? Really? Really? Maybe they're in the board and I just need to remove them. I've never dealt with this type of a board before. No, all the mounting holes are blank.
Wouldn't be those over there, right?
No.
Okay, I don't...
Well...
Sassafras.
Freaking sense. Alright, hold on. I have to run in the electronics room real quick then and get some screws.
Okie dokie.
So. Alright, gotta go to the robot room. I'll be right back. How many people can say that? Gotta go to the robot room.
It's your tinkering room. It's
My tinker toys?
all your toys that you tinker with are in there. It's where he builds his little, well, not little, that's where he builds all of the Rem Pods and K2s and what else do you build?
Everything. Geophones.
Yeah.
I'm working on
Geophones. He's working on Obulus.
It's going to have more sensors so it can actually have a bigger database of libraries. So, all right, we got some screws.
So do we want to move this so that we can see?
In a second, yeah.
Okay.
Hold your horses. Hold your horses, all right? Trying to decide if I can put this in on its back or do I need to put it in vertical? I think we can put it in on its back. So we will flip her down just like this. And I will take this. And if everything works, holes should line up. Why don't we have any post extensions here? What happened there? Oh, they're not all the way out. So I wonder if I should move some to give me some extra support.
Sorry for the way you... Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Really?
Yes.
My phone is not that dirty. I think it might be your glasses.
I swear it's not.
I'm trying to decide if I want to move some of the screw post mounts to give my motherboard a little more support across the back end of the board.
Sorry.
Just trying to feel how flexible it is with them where they're at.
Sorry, y'all.
Because the last thing you want is your motherboard to flex and touch something ground out. And
This is not working.
you keep playing with it.
Sorry. Okay.
Alright, so I think I can live with that because it's not as flexible as I thought it was. And once these get pinned down, it's going to actually be even more rigid. The rigidity of it is going to get higher. So
Rigidity.
oh, these screws don't fit.
Uh-oh.
But these are case screws. Why don't these fit?
Maybe that's why they didn't include them.
Alright, I gotta go find some more. So these were
The two.
M4s. Let's go see if I got some M6s.
Do you want to go around this way?
Probably should have.
Probably. Okay, so M4 screws do not fit. He's going to try to find some M6s.
I think that's what I grabbed. Maybe I grabbed the wrong size.
Just bring the whole thing in here.
That's what I'm going to do this time. Hold on. I don't want to grab the whole thing. There's so many of them.
Okay.
It's a whole bracket.
Anybody got any good jokes? Seen any good movies lately? Has anybody been to the movies lately? Are the movie theaters open? I should look into that. I loved going to the movies. I miss going to the movies. reading any good books lately? Well, yes, I am. My sister, however, is reading a better version of the book than I am.
What do you mean better version? Like it's got more boobs and stuff in it?
No,
Pictures?
I have the Kindle and the Audible version of the book that just came out on the 23rd that we're reading. It's the last in a series by Karen Monning.
I'm back. That's what the noise is.
By Karen Marie Monning. And it's called The Kingdom of Shadow and Light. It's the last in a series of books. Kristen got her book today, and it was a signed copy by the author.
Don't read it. Put it up. Go buy another one. I'm not kidding. Don't bend the crease on it. Nothing. Put it up.
Kristen says, I'm pretty sure her fingerprint's on here somewhere.
She licked it. I swear. I'm gonna put it on my face. All right. So these are probably all gonna be too small because those go for microelectronics. These might be okay.
She says she touched my book. She signed it and touched it. She touched it.
These are all too small. Of course, I grabbed the small ones, right?
Yes, I think it. How many books are in this series?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Not you. I'm asking Kristen. Like 12,
I
11?
think these are too long.
10?
And they're too skinny. Dang nabbit. Do I not have any more screws? This can't be right. Holy cow.
Foiled again. What size? 11. So this is the 11th book
These should have
in
fit.
the Fever series by Karen Marie Monning.
She gives me fever.
Fever. So, anyway, I'm almost halfway done with the book. I haven't been reading it as much as normal. I'm trying to drag this one out because I don't want it to be over, but it's really,
It's
really good
definitely
so far.
not going to fit. All right.
Is it too short, too long, too wide?
It's too fat. The threads are too thick. I don't know what the deal is. It's the exact same size as the case screw. These are the exact same screw.
Okay, well, that's
So it's got to be a thread spacing issue. So it's the right size. It looks like the thread spacing is
any
wrong.
of these?
No, these were for the processor mounting bolts. But we might be able to get away with using them.
That's what I'm saying. Well, those work. They look smaller.
All right, let's see what we got here. These are post heads. Let's see what we can do here. Wait, that's smooth. How the hell do you ratchet that? Okay. You dicks.
Penises. Penis isn't a bad word.
So saith my son. I'll never forget that.
Oh.
That is not going into the thread. We may have a cross-threaded one. So we'll see if that doesn't work. Then we know it's cross-threaded.
Okay, so Kristen, Chad says the signed copy, put that up on the shelf, do not open it, wrap it in plastic, whatever, but preserve it and never open it, and go buy a different one. Or I will give you the login for my Kindle and you can read it online or on your Kindle.
Yeah, these aren't going in either.
But save the signed copy one.
Double damn. That sucks. That's really, really disappointing me. That they did not provide mount screws, and I apparently do not have any. How does that happen? I know how that happens because they're all in robots, so I might have to go take apart a robot. Gosh darn it. Can you hear my heart breaking? How the hell do you not give someone mounting screws for the motherboard? And that's going to come right up to the glass. That's awesome. And it says, be quiet. My favorite thing to yell at the kids. What do you got over there? All right.
Sorry, y'all. I managed to knock the phone off the thing.
It's going to be too long.
Sorry. Rotate the phone. Rotate the phone.
Flip it over the other way. There you go. Just leave it there for a second. It's got to figure it out.
There we go.
Sorry about the drop. These aren't going to work.
That's not going to work either.
No.
All right.
So let's look into the power supply. Maybe the power supply's got some spare screws because it has to be mounted to the bracket too. So maybe we can borrow some, huh? And this is the joys of building computers yourself.
Sorry, I'm trying to put the camera back on the bracket and unsuccessfully.
Can't take you anywhere.
I know it. Completely useless most days.
I didn't say that. I just said I can't take you anywhere. You broke it. You know, if you hadn't gorilla chopped the table. You see that? She's throwing stuff at me, people.
Where do these little bitty ones go to?
Those go to the glass of the case.
Okay.
And now somehow we are no longer recording on the front. There we go. Welcome back. Can y'all see us again? Did we get it back? Go ask Eli if he's got any screws. He might. He's been putting together some stuff here lately too. So we're going to look into this box and see if we can find some more. See if we can't scavenge a couple of extra screws. The heck was that? Oh my God, are we serious?
What?
The dang camera fell again. It's squeezing it to death. Alright, hold on. I don't know why we keep falling out. It's because it's my phone and my phone's got a weird case on it. None of those will work.
Use a flat flap, just set it up.
Alright, well, we got to look for screws, so this might not be very entertaining to watch at the moment. I apologize. We're trying to find mounting screws for this motherboard, and I'm actually quite shocked there were none in the box from the motherboard supplier, because normally there are. And so just trying to figure out where they could have gone off to. Just gonna open the box some more. You're gonna hear stuff off camera. That's me rooting around trying to find stuff. Golly. I'm burning up. It's hot over here. I'm not seeing any mounting screws for the power supply either, which is a little concerning. Hopefully they're screwed into it and I just unscrew them and screw them back. Okay. Well, Rassafras. This may be the end of the video for tonight. I need to go get some case screws. So, I guess with that said, while we go look for more case screws, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Remember, be sure to like and subscribe to us. That way you get on to the next videos, because we might have another little pop-up one once we find some more screws here in a little bit. But remember to like, subscribe, follow us so you can get entered into the Ballinger giveaway. We'll be making that announcement live on March 12th. That way you can go with us on March 19th. And then again, with our 500 follower, if we get 500 followers on our Facebook account, we're adding another giveaway. So there's 2 potential chances to win there. One, you just got to be a follower of our page to win. The other one is watching these Friday Night Frights videos and liking them, subscribing them, following them, sharing them out. So each time you do that, it's another entry. We'll pull that name live as well as the other name if we hit our 500 followers, which we're at, I think, 250. So we're halfway there, and we still got 2 weeks to go. 250 in 2 weeks isn't hard to do. We just need you to hit that share button.
Need your help.
That's all you got to do is hit that share button. And one, it's going to get you another entry into the giveaway. But two, it'll also help get us to the opportunity to give away another one. And we'll have some more. We're already trying to think about what we're going to do for our 1,000 follower giveaway. That one's probably going to be big. Like it might include, I don't know, an airplane ride with us to a location. Just saying. It's going to be a big one. We're going to do something grand for the 1,000 follower giveaway. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and cut the live stream now, since we got to run to the store and you don't want to sit and look at this for like 30 minutes. So
I mean, I can keep it
It's funny. Well, Kenneth Mitchell says, hold music would be nice.
hold music. La da 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 da. La da da
I can
da.
totally keep
La
it
la
in the
la la
page.
la.
Tell you what, we'll just go and we'll go ahead and like the page.
Yep. But you'll get a double opportunity if I come back live. That you'll be able to have 2 sets of entries tonight.
Yeah.
So
And we'll go find some screws and we'll come back live once we get some.
yep. So we're gonna take a break. Hopefully you'll be back with us when we come back, because that'll give you an extra opportunity to get into the contest. Have some questions ready for us to ask. They can be anything. It doesn't have to retain to the computer build. This was just something to occupy some time, because I've been waiting for this and I didn't want to put it off any longer. So I brought you guys in on the build tonight, which of course you can see some of the pitfalls that you can run into when you do a build. So now I got to go find some 4 little screws are keeping me from finishing this computer. 4 stinking screws.
So we'll go find the 4 screws and then we'll be able to turn it on. Ah!
Well, sorta. I got to boot it into BIOS and then load an operating system. But that, I won't bore you. That's technical details.
Everybody just wants to see it boot up, Chad. They just want to see the machine come to life and the lights.
Okay, we'll
They
get
only
there.
like the colorful lights.
Yeah, do it for the lights, man. It's for the RBG. I gotta have the RBG. I don't really care about the lights. In fact,
But
I'm
they
gonna
just
set
make
them
it
on
look
red
pretty.
for this one. It's gonna
They
be
look
an all
down,
red.
They
Red
down
and black.
as a
I like
light
red and
dad.
black. So hope you come back with us. Double chances tonight. If we come back, if you like and share that video, that'll get you 2 entries for tonight. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. We're the Ghost Geeks. Keep watching. We'll be back.